big man for the Redmen. He rolled up 195 yards rushing on the night. Redmen remain undefeated, 28-7 over Clay. Also in the Great Lakes League tonight, 14-3, Northview over Bedford. Eastwood hosting unbeaten Northwood tonight. Jay Chung with a big sack on the Eagle quarterback Greg Haas. Watch this play, Ranger quarterback Brian Amstutz with the pass tip. I don't think that matches up for me there, folks. Anyway, we'll get to that in a moment. Now, Northview, a 14-13 winner over Bedford. Now let's take a look.
This Casey Macbeth keeps on running, 154 yards. Fostoria, 9-0, beat Napoleon 33-6, and Clay bounced back to beat Northview 17-9. Northern Lakes League.
Headed a few miles north for the annual showdown with Bedford. Rain, snow, and windy conditions greeted these two football teams, and yet there was some exciting offense. First period, Whitmer quarterback Aaron Bunker throws it into double coverage, but Jim Klein goes high in the air and fights for the reception. The Panthers are in Bedford territory. They switch ends, and Whitmer continues the drive. This time it's Bunker hitting Andy Folis. Then just 2 plays later, Bunker calls his own number, and the Panthers grab a 6-zip lead. Whitmer's next drive is stopped on downs, and the Mules march with the football. Zane Janicki gobbles up a big chunk of real estate with this run down to the 5-yard line. And then, moments later, it's Janicki again, busting a tackle at the line and scoring from the 3. But Whitmer scores a dozen unanswered points in the second half to win it 18-6. Back on the board, Fostoria clinched at least a co-championship, drilling Napoleon 33-6. It was Clay snapping a 3-game losing streak, beating Northview 19-7.
At that game, our Toledo 11 cameras on hand for their 9th straight victory. Fostoria making a shambles of the GLL race this year. Part of move the ball tonight in that nasty weather. Derek Kidwell to Brian Hernandez, but he's stopped. You want to be throwing in that kind of wind? Late first quarter, Corey Macbeth, who moves the Redmen like no other. Burst of speed, he ran for 154 yards. Fostoria explodes with a 33-6 win over the Napoleon Wildcats. Northern Lakes League had a 3-way tie going into week number 9 of the season. Maumee Panthers.
Ruckus, who's also free safety, and the kick returner was lost for the game. The kicker, J.J. Johnson, went down later. Tigers steamrolled the Cougars 44-10. At Oregon, the sun was setting on the Stritch Cardinals. Flattened by Clay 29-0. Their offense was going backwards against the Eagles' defense, minus 33 yards. After blitzing Bowser a week ago, Clay grinds another City League opponent. Here's Don Miller to Mike Stoll for a 53-yard touchdown. Clay flies past the Cards 29-0. Looking at other high school scores, no report yet on the Macomber-Fremont-Ross game. We may get a call on the score on that one. Maumee a 21-6 winner over Rogers. Woodward 21-8 over Perrysburg. Moving on to other games, Waite shutout start.
That's right.
Thank you very much. It's got many fancy names or initials, but to most of us, it's just plastic. But we all need to know a few things.
Festival.
Hamler is out Henry County way?
Yeah, down there, Deschler and that area down there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was there. I'm sorry about that.
Well, coming up next, we're going to tell you more about the beautiful weather we had today, but this time from a walleye point of view.
And in sports, Michael Regai will show us the Whitmer Panthers achieving greatness on the baseball diamond. Do stay tuned.
Just about anywhere else in a variety of products. Your best bet for recycling.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Still to come on Night Watch, an earthquake kills more than 100 people in China, and a volcano continues to burn a destructive path through Hawaii.
Let's talk some
Your
baseball.
favorite baseball team, other than the National League baseball team?
The Cincinnati Reds, you bet.
They, well, I ask you, are you ready to slot them in to win an NL West championship?
I think they're going to get it done this year, yeah.
Yeah, well, they are on the move. They're back at home and winning baseball games once again, just like Lou Piniella wants them to do. Good evening, everybody. Cincinnati Reds back home in the Queen City. They don't have the services of their big man, Eric Davis. He's on the disabled list with a knee problem, but Lou Piniella's Reds stay in the good groove. They beat Montreal 3-2, 11th win of the year. Eric Davis is saying, well, I can smile because the guy that's replacing me right now, Rolando Rooms, is playing long ball. This is a big solo blast in the 5th. Reds are on top, 2-0. However, top of the 8th, Rob Dibble gets lined to right by Marquise Grissom. It will play Spike Owen along with